Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, June 11th, and today we'll cover the trades for YieldMax funds, TSLY, CONY, NVDY, and MSTY. Just a reminder that this week, YieldMax, YMAG, and ULTI will declare their distribution on June 13th, which is the Thursday. Ex-dividend date will follow on June 14th, which is the Friday. So obviously you could buy into the fund, one trading day prior to the ex-dividend date in order to qualify for the distribution. And then payment date will follow right after on the Monday. So, I love how YieldMax now pretty much does everything right away. They declare it, ex-dividend date happens, which is the same as record date now, and then payment date the following trading day. So, people getting their money faster. There's no reason to wait anyway. So in case you guys did not know, I made an estimate, or we'll call it a guesstimate, to YieldMax, YMAG, and ULTI over the weekend. I'll pin that video to the comments in case you did miss it, or in case you want to watch it again if you're that bored. Let's go to an article real quick. This Thursday as well, there's a vote, I guess, for Elon to get his pay package from 2018. So that may or may not be moving the implied volatility marker. But either way, some people are just, avoiding Tesla till then. Some people are not. I'm still selling puts and selling calls when I can on TSLL. Again, it's just another week for Tesla. Who knows, regardless of the result of the vote, which way the market will go. So honestly, I have no preference either way. I just want, I want a good reaction. I don't want the stock to tank as a TSLL holder, which is a double leverage fund of Tesla. So stay tuned for that on Thursday as well. Okay, so let's get into the trades. First, what trades did I make yesterday? Well, Tesla was red yesterday. Most of the market was actually green, except Tesla and Apple and a couple others. But I sold a put on TSLL earlier in the day, and TSLL at the time, I think it was around $7.40. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to sell a put in the money, because I sold the put. If you look at the bottom transaction, I sold a put for $7.50, June 21st expiration. And I got 53 cents per share, or $53. Again, my cost basis is around $7.80. So selling, buying 100 shares at $7.50 would still lower my cost basis. But then guess what? Tesla continued to go down. So TSLL was priced around the, $7.20 range. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to add a $6.50 put to my party. And I'm going to sell that for also a June 21st expiration. That I got 23 cents for. So I have now what we call scattered puts, right? I have a 650, I have a 650, a 7, and a 750 for this Friday, I believe, and next Friday. Actually, let me make sure I can show you guys real quick in my options spreadsheet. Yeah, so I have the puts. I have a 7, 750, 650, all expired June 14th. And now I have a 7, 750, 650, expiring June 21st. So these are scattered puts, scattered strike prices for puts, which will lower my cost basis. My cost basis is currently $7.83. And if I get assigned, it's okay, because then my cost basis will drop, and then I could sell calls at a cheaper price. Hopefully that makes sense. Anyway, I didn't want to get too deep into that. So who made trades yesterday? That's what you guys care about. Well, NVIDIA did, or shall we say NVIDY. 3 transactions: B for buy call, SS short sell, sell put. Those 2 on the top are the synthetic position. If you look, the buy call cost much more than they got for the sell put. And that's typically because the price of NVIDIA is well above the strike price of the synthetic. And on the very bottom, that's the short call that they sold with a 6/14 expiration. They chose a 126 strike price. Yes, 126. So the stock split is now complete. We can now move on from that and, just confirm the numbers that I did yesterday. All right, so let's get to the spreadsheet. All right, where are we at? There you are. All right, so here's the synthetic 130. I just updated this one yesterday too. So all I had to do, I took the current contracts and I multiplied them all by 10, okay? And then I had to take the price that they got originally and divide that by 10. And then in the end, the net figures, net credits and debits all come out to be the same. But here's the 3,800 for yesterday. Cost them 4.8 million on the call, got a credit of 1. So in the end, it cost them 3.8 million to open that position, because they're 7.78% priced above their synthetic strike, which is now 113. Obviously, it was 1130 before. Now it's 113. So NVDY obviously is at 121 versus 1210. So again, this synthetic expires July 19th, but at this point in time, they could use it if they want, but I don't think they will unless they have to be honest. So let's see what the calls look like. All right, so NVIDIA went up by 0.75%, and VidD went up 1.53%. Wow, that's pretty impressive. To be honest, I did not know that when I plugged in the numbers. So, but that's good stuff right there. Now, anything in yellow is what I entered yesterday, and I'm just going to keep it yellow because, it marks the essential split, so now we know. But everything was right, just so you guys know. I didn't screw that up, luckily. But either way, the new addition is the 3,800 contracts 126 strike that expires this Friday. So 4 trading days, that's 3.46% out of the money. Still tight. They're putting these really tight. Now, post-split, what's the reaction? Do we think it's going to, more people are going to buy? Is the price going to go up? Who the hell knows? The fund managers don't think so. What do you think? And then we have the other positions. All of them have a 125 strike. All of them. They're now sitting at 2.64% out of the money. So, again, it's going to be an interesting week for this to see what happens. But, again, remember, sorry, I'm taking a sip of water. I'm in the middle of a juice cleanse, 3-day juice cleanse. I completed one day, kind of rough. Day 2 is usually the hardest, but I try to do that once a year. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, it's going to be tight. It's going to be a rough week, but like we said, they have the synthetic to fall on. Outstanding shares, look at that. Unbelievable. Who is the whale? Who bought $1.9 million shares? Man, wish I could. Then I'd be retired. I'd be at the beach. All right, 30-day IV, 42%. Outstanding shares, 23,250,000. Net income, $9 million. That's 39 cents a share, 6 cents a day, 0.22% daily yield, and an annualized yield of 80%. That's good performance right there. Still a nail biter, man. But they put themselves in this position, right? All right, let's look at the payment details. So synthetic debit now, 3.8 million. Short call income, 9 million. So total income per share, 22 cents. But if we look at short call income, it's 39 cents. And how does that fare with our future estimate? It looks like it could be $1.81, which is a 74% yield. Wow, dogs are barking early too. All right, so what are we looking at? Well, we're looking at the holdings. So we see the synthetic in orange. The call is worth 68 million at the moment. The put, you'd have to pay 15. So obviously they would make 53 million if they rolled that. So they would make that credit right away. But at this very moment, as you saw, they do not need to do that. As of right now, they're winning the weekly calls. But again, it's only 1 day has passed, so they could get burnt. And if they get burnt, guess what they're going to fall back on? The synthetic. If they don't get burnt, guess what? They're going to make a lot of premium. So I guess you could say it's a win-win. All right, so in blue, obviously, those are the calls for this week. Still early, though. Net asset value, 679 million. Man, This fund is, oh my God, that I gotta I gotta keep that in mind when I look at Tesla. I might have caught Tesla. NAV 29.21, trade price 29.26. Wow, good, great fund, great fund. All right, still have to go in order by trades though. All right, so the only other one with a trade was MSTY. They had a buy call, a sell put, a sell call. So they added 195 contracts to their synthetic, and they opened a call for this week, and we'll see what that looks like. I'm sorry, I can't wait. I gotta look at it. All right, so NVDY has a net asset value 679 million. I gotta look at Tesla right now. It passed Tesla. Holy crap. NVDY, the GOAT, is now the best fund, the biggest fund. I gotta check CONY now. Sorry, I'm not out of order here. Yep, NVIDIA's the champ. The champ is here. That's why they're the GOAT, baby. All right, MSTY. So they added to their synthetic position. Their synthetic, where the hell is it? Their synthetic is 1550. 195 contracts. They had to pay 4.6 million for the call. They got 2.6 million credit on the put. So they paid $2 million to add to this position. But that's because MSTR is priced 3.22% above the strike of the synthetic. So obviously it's automatically already worth money. So they're going to pay that money to open that position. Hopefully MSTR stays above and goes above even higher, that strike price, and they can make more money when they close out this synthetic, which expires July 19th. How did MSTR do yesterday? It went up 0.23%. MSTY, damn, these underlyings, man. These ETFs dominating 2 for 2. MSTY up 1.03%. Bull and bear market were beating the underlying. What's up now? All right, what do we got here? So their new position, they added 195 contracts, 1715 strike. They chose, and it's 7% out of the money, 4 trading days. That's okay, because look at the others. They have various strike prices, or laddered, or scattered, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Largest position, lowest strike price, 1132 contracts. 1800 strike, 12% out of the money. So the others, are 13 to 15%, which is pretty good. So right now, MSTY looking pretty good. Outstanding shares increased by 825,000. That's 11.96% increase. Guys, there's a lot of new people, a lot of people buying into these funds. These funds are growing. So for everyone making fun of us and saying this is the NAV eroders or the, waste of money, I don't know. I'm telling you, it's just the beginning. And you see it, or else these other fund managers, these other funds would not be, replicating what YieldMax is doing. You gotta love it though. Competition is good. 30-day IV, 89%. Outstanding shares, 7.7 million. Net income is not income. It's a loss. So weekly calls so far have a loss of $410,000. So I won't go any further. Reaction for the week is smiley face because, to be honest, their calls look pretty good. So they may close out the week doing well. However, the June payment data, 2.5 million loss on the synthetic, $410,000 loss on the short call, $2.9 million net income loss. So we're not looking at any income, right? We're looking at losses. So we can't really talk about that any further. Obviously, things should get better, either when they roll the synthetic or when they start winning the weekly calls. We see that their synthetic right now, their call is worth 31 million. Their put to close 23 million, so they'd make about 8 million. And then obviously you see their weekly calls way out of the money, but a lot of time value left in them. So we'll see how the week goes. Net asset value, 240 million, NAV 3109, trade price 3134. Okay, that's all the trades, just 2 trades. So we'll keep, with MSTY follows CONY, with CONY follows MSTY. So we'll keep that rhythm going. All right, CONY has a 260 synthetic, no new additions. So where do they stand? How are they looking? Well, they're priced below it. They're 3.92% below their strike price. But that's okay because they have till July 19th to worry about it. All right, how did CONY or Coin do yesterday? Coin went up 2.31%, right? And then CONY went up 2.72%. I mean, are we in, what in the hell is going on? Another win, 3 for 3? How is that even possible? Wow. Unbelievable, man. I feel like I'm going blind. Maybe this juice cleanse getting to my head. All right, so what do we got here? We got, I don't know, man. That's good stuff, though. 25,185 contracts, 280 strike price, 12% out of the money. I mean, that looks pretty good. 8% at the time when they opened it, it was like, a little tight. But now 12% with 4 trading days, I'm much more comfortable seeing that. Outstanding shares, it increased by 700,000. Unbelievable. 30-day IV, 69%. Outstanding shares, 28 million. Income, there is none. It's a $42 million loss. Well, we know about that, right? We know about the synthetic bailout. But reaction, they're smiling because they're going to win their weekly calls, hopefully. Now, here's the synthetic bailout we talked about. $76 million in synthetic income for the month. Take out the $42 million loss in the short calls. They got a net income of $33.4 million. That's a total income per share of $1.19. So that, sitting pretty at this very moment. No estimate because, again, the short call income is a debit. All right, outstanding holdings is, again, they're in orange is their call, which is less than the pink. So obviously their synthetic is not making money. And this one position for their weekly call is now, it costs under $1 to pay to close that. But they'll let it go. They'll let that run out and hopefully expire worthless. They won't let it expire, but they'll pay a penny or whatever they need to close it. Net asset value, $623 million. The NAV is $22.23, and the trade price is $22.28. All right. So, TSLY, you're no longer in charge anymore, man. You're in second place. You're about to be in third. You better step it up. All right. So TSLY has 2 synthetics, a 180, 32,000 contracts, and a 175. Both of which they're actually in the negative. They're not above that strike price. So they got some work to do before July 19th. I'm sure lots of news will come out before then. All right. Are we going to go 4 for 4? Let's see. Tesla went down yesterday, 2.08%. TSLY only went down 1.62%. So guess what, guys? Guess what? 4 for 4. Bravo. If I didn't have a phone in my hand, I'd clap. Plus, I don't want to wake up the house. All right, so what do we got here? People ask, why don't you make your videos on your laptop? What am I going to bring, the laptop in the garage? Am I just going to set up a whole desk in the garage? No, I do my videos on the phone. Well, basically because, again, I do my videos when people are sleeping. This is the only time I can get them done, which is before work. So, to answer some of your questions, sometimes I can get on the laptop when I'm doing my videos during lunchtime or over the weekend, but the normal daily videos, the only time I can get them done is, early in the morning because I start work early. All right. So the current positions for this week, largest position, 32,000 shares, 185 strikes, 6.45% out of the money. The other position, 6,690 contracts, 182.50 strike. That's 5.01% out of the money. Much better, because again, their strikes were also tight. They must think this vote will have a negative effect. Who knows? Again, I don't understand, regardless of the decision, where the market's going to head. I never know. But I don't try to guess. I don't try to play that game. I don't, I cover myself, so it doesn't matter either way. Anyway, outstanding shares. Guess what, guys? Oh my God. Even TSLY is growing. Another 425,000 outstanding shares. So, people are buying in. So watch out, NVDY. TSLY's not done yet. 30-day IV, 50%. Outstanding shares, 45.2 million. Total net income, 8 million. Distribution, 18 cents a share. Daily income of 3 cents. Daily yield, 0.2%. Annualized yield, 74%. So is that good? Is that a respectable annualized yield? If they're making 74% on an annualized basis based on the current month, can you do better? Do you have the time to do better? If so, then maybe you don't want to pay the expense ratio of 0.99%. If not, then you'll gladly pay them, right? So that's always something to think about. Because I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, it's so expensive. Okay, then decide, can you do better? Can you, assuming you want income, right? These are income funds, but if you don't, then obviously you wouldn't be in these. All right, reaction. The TSLY fund manager has his sunglasses on. Again, he's way too cool for the other fund managers because all he does is win, win, win. Lately, at least. Short call income, 8 million. Okay. Outstanding shares, well, we talked about that, but short call income per share, 18 cents. If we gather the estimate based on how many days are left, we're looking at 83 cents. 68% yield. Man, I can imagine the TSLY shareholders, how much they love that. I would love it as a YieldMax holder. All right, so what are we looking at? Outstanding holdings. Yeah, their synthetic is not worth money at the moment, but right now they're winning their weekly calls, so we will see. Net asset value, 658 million. NAV is 1456 and trade price is 1454. So again, net asset value of TSLY I'm showing is 658 million. And net asset value of NVDY is 679 million. So there's a new sheriff in town, and his name is NVDY. Okay, that's it for the spreadsheet crap. Now we could talk about pre-market. Again, I know it's kind of irrelevant because at this time, what time is it? 4:33 a.m. You guys are watching this video. It's probably almost 7 a.m. and you're probably seeing different numbers. But again, I like to see it myself. So it's kind of, interesting. And for those of you just listening and don't have time to check the market, maybe it does help. But either way, let me know. Do you guys think this is a waste of time at the end to go through the pre-market, or do you enjoy it? But feedback is always welcome on everything on the daily videos, because again, it's daily. So if there's something that the majority thinks is a waste of time, then maybe it is a waste of time. Again, I've been doing a lot of this so robotically lately. It's so repetitive that I always think like, okay, it's 4:34 a.m. I care. Do you guys care? Watching at 6:30, 7 a.m. Maybe, maybe not. All right, Tesla as of 4:30 a.m. It's up 0.17%. It's at 174.08. So that's barely up. TSLY is up 0.41%, 1460. NVIDIA is up 0.1%. It's at 121.90. NVDY is up 0.14%. It's at $29.30. Coin, oh my God, what's going on here? Coin is down 3.17%. It's at 241.89. CONY is down 2.87%. It's at 21.64. It might go under 20. Buying opportunity. MSTR is down 3.22%. It's at 1548.42. MSTY is down 2.68%. It's at 30.50. TSLL, again, this is on here because I trade options on them. They are up 0.14%. They're at $7.28. TNA, oh my God, they're always down. I feel like they are down 1.37%. They are at $35.91. If anyone's selling options on TNA, how you doing? Because I see nothing but red lately. AMDY is up 0.6%. They are at 1669. So who else should we add? Should we add anyone else? I feel like we should. Who else do you guys care about? What about AMZ? I care about AMZ. All right, so they're welcome to the party. Let's see how they're doing. Pretty good. AMZ is up 0.32%. They are at 22.10. All right, guys, so that's the recap for the day. That's the summary. And yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions or concerns or feedback as far as the daily videos go. But as always, if you enjoy this video, please hit the like button, thumbs up button, whatever. It does help get the channel out, spread the word. The channel's been doing pretty good. So you guys been doing, really good at hitting the like button. I know I don't do myself any favors by not mentioning it in the beginning of every video. But at the same time, it's just, I don't want to do that. But either way, if you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you were entertained. If not, we always got tomorrow, right? So anyway, a lot to look forward to this week. It's only Tuesday, but we'll have YieldMax declaration or YMax declaration on Thursday morning. And when that gets announced, I'll make a video, probably depending on when it comes out, probably lunchtime though. And then we'll see how it looks compared to the estimates. I'm sure it's close. I'm not really concerned. I mean, I'm never really concerned, but it's, that's simple calculation, to be honest. It's just a matter of how many outstanding shares get added. But what I'm seeing on the lower end, like on the covered call ETFs, there's a lot of people buying into it. So YMax may have a lower distribution because of the increase in outstanding shares. So maybe I should look at that. Maybe I should look at that for tomorrow's video. Maybe I'll update the numbers. Tomorrow's what, Wednesday? Yeah, maybe I'll do that Wednesday and Thursday and I'll add it to the daily video. I don't know. We'll see. But either way, if you're interested in my current estimate, you can go check that out in the pinned comments. All right, guys, I got to get ready for work. Got to get to the gym so I can work out on juice because I'm still in the juice cleanse. But it says I can work out, so hopefully I'll still have enough energy. And then obviously baseball tonight, and then finals on Wednesday. So big week ahead. But keyword, I don't know. I guess we have to, give props to NVDY. So maybe congrats to the GOAT. So again, if you made it this far in the video and you want to prove it via comment, let's say congrats to the GOAT. And we know who the GOAT is. They can go unnamed, but we do know who the GOAT is. Some may not agree, but it's now proven, right? They're at the top. So again, today's keyword is congrats to the GOAT. All right, guys, let me go. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Oh, yeah, I have a YieldMax update video coming out at 3 p.m. today. If you'd like to tune in, I probably won't be at that one. But either way, enjoy it. I got to go later.